Have you ever been in the presence of someone, a family member, a friend, where they have a dominant personality? One thing you will find in common is that they share something called black and white thinking. Something is either wrong or right, good or bad, and what they want you to do is agree with them. Let's face it, we like people more who share the same opinions as us because we see more of our thoughts and opinions and actions in this other person. But what happens when you disagree? Should you hold your tongue? Say, for example, if they think smoking is disgusting and smokers shouldn't be granted an operation they so desperately need, and say that you smoke and believe in equal opportunities, what do? Do you make your feelings known as dominant personalities, respect people who hold their ground, or say nothing until one day they catch you with a cigarette or even smell smoke on your breath, and therefore they label you as dishonest? One thing I have learned to do is speak your own truth, and this is a lot different from speaking your mind. But what happens when they don't like what they are hearing, or when they can't change your mind? A healthy person will agree to disagree. People otherwise force their beliefs onto you, making demands that you need to adhere to and standards. So what do you do here? Or they will turn around and say things like, it's in your best interests. This is the only right way. A strong-willed and minded person will stand their ground. Also, a strong-willed person will steamroll over other people who dominate the conversation, or to put the other person in their place. And what they are doing is disregarding whatever viewpoint this other person may have, because as far as they are concerned, after they have said what's on their mind, it will be end of discussion. I think we can all say that we know people in our lives that think a lot like this, but because they aren't knowledgeable, they are less likely to consider another person's opinion of how they are child to give up is quicker, or how better this person is at cleaning their house. This is how debates start across the internet, and things like breastfeeding. Do you do it from the booble the bottle. You know, it is all down to this, that people say this is a new and improved, better way, whereas most people go, well, this has worked for a long time, so I'm sticking to this. So how can we get on with these people? How do we get them to understand or take on a new perspective? Well, unfortunately, we can't. Experts say we can never change other people and their thoughts, so why don't we accept them for who they are? Even if we respect these people and they have a right to have an opinion, they may not show us the appreciation and respect back. Now, personally, I try and take the high road, especially if they are or act aggressive, and or they will sit there with a face on themselves. They have shared their thoughts and tell you not to harp on. And if you decide to leave it and come back to them when you are calmer or this person is calmer, these people are known to say something condescending like, are you still banging on about that? That was last week's news. Forget it, move on. And then you're the one feeling like an idiot because they have in a way been condescending and put you in your place, which if you were upset in the first place that you didn't agree with something and you wish at the time you had have spoken out, then you know, so this is my problem. Or you know why these people say things like that? Because they see the argument as over. Angry people get angry and then they move on. But there you go. We are angry in here. They have got rid of their anger completely. And say they've called you stupid for allowing your child to do something that they wouldn't art, or somehow made some personal comment or played on one of your insecurities. It's got to be something that's either about you or something that you do, and most of us will try and justify it and explain and continue to explain, but they're not interested. Such people hold a lot of power and they use it in a way at times as and when they see fit to disregard you. The thing is, very few things are black and white. Should you punch someone? No. Should you steal something from a shop? No. Yeah, so that is black and that is white. The rest of things is a matter of opinion. And although people will tell you you are wrong, you need to do it this way or my way, my advice is to listen to what you feel is best for you. Someone can tell you what they would do and how they will handle something, but again, this is, I'm guessing I'm speaking over more of a serious situation, you have a right to have your own opinion and thoughts and what you want to do, because at the end of the day, everyone always tells you things like this, that you control your life is your life and you have to take control of it. And if people can't accept you for you, I think they should all take a running club. I honestly do. It's but it is a lot harder with Emily. For example, okay, here's Piers Morgan on the telly. Now he has these people that come on, and honestly, I do like him. He is really good with Gordon's boy. You know, I mean, he is kind, he is compassionate, but he likes a good argument. And a lot of the time, that is what other people like too. And guess what? They are determined to win and have you bend to their way of thinking or whatever else that they want to happen. And some people just like to have an argument for the sake of having an argument, and whether that person can or will win the argument depends on how forceful they come across. Now, there are people who don't like confrontations and huge fiery debates. It's not that they are necessarily weak, they just communicate in a different way. I do believe people that have a stronger personality ought to listen to another person's viewpoint, even if they don't agree, because guess what? These people who do that, I find they are disrespectful. I really do, because half the time they have no boundaries for your space. They will say black is black and white is white. It's in their heads calling a spade. They can't see how things that they have said was taken another way and upset another person. And half the time it's like, well, it was a joke, or it was blown out of proportion. They always backtrack. Why can't they ever say, I was wrong, I hold my hands up and this is it? At times I think people just want to see a little bit of compassion, and the world is changing, and I think people of a sensitive nature should be heard, listened to, and not disregarded and steamrolled through, when in fact at times we can have a good point if people would just listen.